Hello, in this CSS crash course video, we're going to be looking at classes and IDs. Until now, when we've applied styling, we've either applied it inline so it only affects that particular element, or we've applied it to a particular element type. But the scenario might arise where you have, let's say, two divs, actually let's rephrase that, 5 divs and 2 spans, and instead of applying styling individually to each one of them in line, which again you don't want to do inline styling, but let's just say there's an option, you can either do that or you can only apply styling to divs and spans. You can't just say I want to apply styling to 2 divs and 1 span just using one piece of code, and if you wanted to modify it, instead of having to do it in every single place, you would only have to do it in one place. Unfortunately, using the techniques that we've done at the moment, you can't, but with classes and IDs you can. A class is something that isn't unique and you can apply it to several elements, and an ID is unique and it's a great way of referring to a particular element and object on the page for later use. So first of all, what we're going to do is just create a few elements, a couple of about 4 divs or so. So let's put a div, let's put another div, put a div and another div. Now we're going to put a div, and just for good measure we're going to put a span so you can see that we're going to be implementing them individually. So let's just save that, and now let's put some text in here. I'm just going to literally put div1, copy and paste this, otherwise it's just going to take a little too long. Change that to div2, div3, div4. This is just span because we only got one span. We'll just put span. Actually, I want another div as well. So let's just put this at 5. Let's just see what this looks like. Refresh. So we've got our text, and like I said, at the moment it only affects all elements of a particular type. But what we're going to do is provide an ID. So you do ID as an attribute equals the unique name of this particular element. This is only unique on this page, so you could have 2 different pages, let's say a home page and an about page, and let's just say if you have a description text and the ID is called description text, you could have a description text ID on the home page and on the about page as well. So it's only unique to a particular page. It's good to know that. I'm going to put yellow, save that. If I save that, refresh, obviously it's not done anything because that's just an identifier. And to actually refer to a ID in CSS, you don't put yellow, you put hash, then the name of your ID. It is case sensitive, so bear that in mind. In here, I'm going to put color as yellow. Save that. Refresh. Ooh, that's weird. What's happened here? Why is it not showing up now? I don't think there's anything to do with this. Let's save that. Refresh. Something I've done in here has messed this up. So I'm just going to delete this, save that, refresh. No, unless okay, the scrolling just messed up on my map for some reason. So if I save that, refresh, as you can see it's changed now, but only the actual element that I've applied this ID to. Now what if we want to apply red to several different elements? We can do that by putting a class. So a class is something that you can use for multiple elements. Again, similar thing with the ID, a class can only be used within that page. So if I were to put a class of red here, ignore it being red, that's just the way Sublime is highlighting the colors for this, for HTML. So imagine if I have red here and that changes the color to red, the actual text color to red. Then on a separate page I have a red on there. Oh, sorry, my bad. No, just ignore me. I don't know why the hell I said that. No, Yeah, with the ID, it was correct. I was saying it wasn't unique on that page, but the actual class, I mean, the ID can be used on the other page. With the class, because it's not unique, this concept isn't valid at all, so that doesn't matter. But the actual application, the actual property that is changing, can be used on a different page as long as it includes the style sheet as well, or the code in some form. So now what we're going to do is apply this class again. So let's just put that like here. We're going to leave div4 as it is, and we're going to put it to the span as well, just so you can see it applies to different elements. You don't put hash, or you don't just put red, you put dot, and dot means a class dot red. And now what we're going to do is put color red. Save that. Actually, I'm going to put that as lowercase because that's usually a standard to use first letter as lowercase for stuff like classes and uppercase for stuff like ID. So it's just a great way of identifying them by just skimming over the code. Save that, refresh, and there you can see it's modified all the elements that we applied our class of red to. And yeah, beyond that, there isn't much else to show. If, for example, you wanted to apply several classes, you can apply several classes to a particular element. You can only apply one ID, but several classes you can. All you do is go into class, press space, put in the new name of your class. So it'll be something like idfox. You can put whatever you want, and then you just refer to it. You can put space again, you put hello, space again, put world. If I save that, refresh, it hasn't changed because I don't have any particular styling for this, or this class. But as an extra task, I recommend adding some classes that are, or adding an extra class to some of these elements, so you can actually see that you can have multiple classes. That's it for classes and IDs. If you have any questions, feel free to post them on my free education platform, sonarlearning.co.uk. We have provided all the source code from this series, so feel free to check that out. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.